Eagles follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
One, two. Hey, welcome to Fan Cam live on the Boise bus. Hope you can hear me all right. You never know on this bus, do you? It's hard to tell. Sorry I'm a wee bit late. Busy man. I'm a busy man. Hopefully you can hear me. I never can tell, man. It'd be great if I had some sort of audio to somehow work it out, but I've not a clue. So, some interesting results in Europe tonight, I notice. It's all about what the Celtic can do, though. High press working already. Oh. Are we on the wrong stream? Am I on the post-match push one? What stream are we on? I better change this. Oh, I've jumped on the wrong one. I set up two. We'll call this Fan Cam Live and we'll change the other one. It's all good. It's all good. Goal. Bodo Glimt. Celtic looking as vulnerable as ever in Europe. Not a good start. Not a good start to our first European match on the stream. Yeah, he's onside. It's a nice wee ball through. Straightforward finish, really, isn't it? Well, I mean, a start like this, what can you say? It can only encourage us to attack even more than what we normally do. It can only see disappointing. Disappointing. Plenty of time to put it right though. Try and stay positive. Plenty of time to put it right. Plenty of time to put it right. My twin scored. Thank you to all you who've joined in on the Boise bus tonight. Always good to see us. I know a lot of people at the match, and I know a lot of people would rather, because it's a European game, watch with it. I had my tea and I raced upstairs, and it was a wee bit later than I thought it was going to be. So, apologies for being a wee bit late. Space for Bodo Glimt inside the Celtic half now. Oh, more space. How far apart was our right centre back and our right back there? Fuck me. That is embarrassing. Oh, the knives out for Starfelt from David Kelly already. Dear oh dear, a lot of you in the comments saying hello, by the way, so hello to you all. Hope you are all good. Oh, I'm guessing Reddy supports another team. Hi Reddy, how are you? I'll make you famous, son. I know, feed the bear, that's the sort of reactions I'm thinking and kind of conveying. I want to see the goal again. Not entirely sure it was all Starfelt's fault, but oh, there's someone else saying it was Taylor's fault. There you go. Well, I mean, Bodo Glimt picked up the ball a matter of minutes later, and the gap between another fullback at right back and the right centre back was a million miles as well. So maybe just need to look at the setup as well defensively. I know going forward have been a joy so far, and I know it doesn't seem to be high on Angie's issues, but at the end of the day, Celtic have had a lot of clean sheets as well, or a lot fewer goals conceded of late. Just one of those things. Sometimes you go behind. I think this is us now. What did we go behind? We've been behind not 1 minute or something like that in our last, I don't know, 20 games or something. So since the Leverkusen game, I think that was the last time we've been behind. So yes, it's an annoying trend if it's in Europe, but the other side to it, of course, is, it's not like we're conceding goals left, right, and centre. Although in Europe, I do appreciate it doesn't look great, as Bob McBob's alluding to. Danny O'Malley comes in. I hate Europe. Yeah, I know. Hello, Kelly. Kelly's disappointed so far. Here we go now. O'Reilly. Good tackle, to be fair. You have to feel as well, Bodo Glimt coming out the traps with an electric start is maybe something they could do right now, but you would like to think, from our point of view, that if you've not played a game, I mean, it would be our excuse, put it that way. If we hadn't played in 2 months, we'd be saying we can't keep up that pace in the second half. So hopefully they will maybe tire and fade. Philip DeMarco says away goals don't count. Game on, stay calm. Brown Warrior, this team put 6 past Roma. A bit of perspective needed, methinks. This is Europe, not the League Cup. Well, that's true. That's true. I wonder what everyone's thoughts are on this competition, though, because I see a lot of derision about the Europa League, which I've got to tell you, I'm not going to get on that bandwagon. Even if, oh, Maeda, fucking hell. The Japanese Kenny Miller. Don't say that. Kenny Miller was the most infuriating player ever when he played for us. Remember he played for us, Bob? But anyway, on the Conference League, I just feel, do you know that way, like, if we'd went out of, say, the League Cup this season, I think fans would have been fuming. They certainly were last year when we went out the League Cup, and I know there was other crappy results going on at the same time, but I still think a lot of fans would be raging. And I mean, You look at the calibre of teams left in the Conference League. I mean, winning that surely counts more than the League Cup does in our eyes. So why would we not be taking this tournament seriously? Or why would fans not be wanting to treat it seriously? And, you know, I mean, I think as for the opposition tonight, I think obviously they've pumped Roma and stuff people are talking about. Philip DeMarco, what time we're at? 12 minutes 45 here, mate. I'm watching it on BT Sport Live, but just haven't used the app because I didn't have a big telly set up, man, in front of me. I am getting a telly. Well, I've got a telly. I'm getting a bracket for my telly to put it like up on my wall over there. Oh my God. Jesus, a shot blocked there by Bodo Glimt. But anyway, who cares about my telly? Danny O'Malley and David reminding us that they've lost their best players since that Roma match. Come on, Celtic. That seems a wee bit harsh on Jota, that foul there. I think we've seen a start by Bodo Glimt that Celtic have done to teams this year. Do you know that? I think it's maybe something that there's a long way to go. And I think Philip DeMarco's point as well, regarding the no away goals rule. Now, we were discussing that on the Championship Manager stream last night. The no away goals rule makes this a complete open contest. Basically, we're one goal down with what? Fucking, my maths is shocking. 165 minutes to go. A goal. I mean, we could do all right here. And sometimes you find as well, conceding a goal can be the best thing for us. Celtic in possession right now. Cameron Carter-Vickers just taking it into the Bodo Glimt half. Big F comes in saying 3-1 on the hoops. I like that positivity. Oh! O'Reilly. Tried a nice through ball there from Maeda. But there's too much pace in the ball, really. I mean, I know the Giakoumakis Maeda debate will go on. Again, I'm watching on social media people, I think, overreacting to any sort of criticism of Maeda being, oh, you need to get off his back. And conversely, people always having to say one player's shite if you prefer the other, which I hate. I like what both Maeda and Giakoumakis bring. And it's every fan's entitlement to say what one is their preferred option without it having to be some sort of pylon on the other one or viewed as a pylon when it's not being. You know, I think folk are so sensitive these days, man. Like, oh, you know, everyone's slagging off Maeda. I'm like, I've not really seen that much of Maeda getting slagged off, to be honest. Not that much. Oh dear. Celtic's just scrappy at the back there. Brilliant ball from Tom Rogic there. Down the right hand side. Ball across. Well, Abada with the first time ball there. I mean, he did have the time to play that ball, and I get it's meant to be slick attack. You just wonder, he had a lot of grass in front of him to run into there. Just my personal opinion, of course. Oh! Corner kick taken. Starfelt, I think it is, was appealing for a handball here. Comes off the defender's arm. Do you get VAR in the Conference League? The Milk Cup? Oh, it's great work by O'Reilly. Come on, Celtic. Get the ball back in the box. Back in. A push from Maeda, I think. You better not say that, though, because it looked like you're going studs up on him. But I think he has given a foul away there, and I think it did look a wee bit legitimate. Oh, Kieran, mate, I feel your pain, my man. I feel your pain. The Monday Club is an hour late on Monday. I don't know what day I was gonna say the Monday Club was on there. Aye, nearly just under an hour late, I think they were. So I know exactly what spinning wheels look like, mate, on the internet. So apologies. Mark Daly would love to hear the language that is coming off the sideline. Well, there's no point shouting at them against Wraith Rovers and not getting a rocket up their arse or a European tie. And again, the fans have turned out in fucking numbers. So, the players owe a wee bit here as well. As I said, I'm not getting overly frustrated yet. I know it's so easy to, but all it is we're a goal down. 18 minutes into a 180-minute tie. We're a tenth of the way into the fixture, I think that works out as. So, let's stay calm here. Chances. Jota trying to get the shot away and his right foot is blocked. Disco and Celtic flat. We only have two options down the flanks. Other than that, not much we are doing so far. Patience, Disco Land. Patience. I know, Bart Daly. I don't know what I was talking about there. How you doing, Scottish Midge? You all right, mate? Or Matty, as I should say. Hattati not starting. I mean, we could have done a pre-match shot. I'll be honest. I've not went down that road just purely because of time. I finished my shift. I've got minimal time to then jump on and do, the fan cam live, then post-match push, as well as doing a pre-match show. So I've not really entertained it. If I did do one today, I think the Hattati one would be the talking point, O'Connor kick one there. Some curious defending by the Bodo Glimt player. O'Reilly looking to get the ball back into play quickly. Takes a shorty. It's just a fucking waste, Celtic. You know that? Just a fucking waste. McGregor on the ball. Celtic have got possession back. Pat with some good advice for you there, Kieran. Just switch it off, switch it on again. Disco Land. Keep calm. And the fans that you keep back in the team, of course, as well. Good pressing by Maeda again. My Skin comes in, Norwegian, I'm presuming, asking if Gunther is playing up top. No, can't see him in the lineup, mate. Or is Gunther like a Friends reference? Hi, Dylan Black. So yeah, an interesting start. I mean, to be honest, a very much a dream start for Bodo Glimt, okay? This is exactly how they wanted the game to go so far. Get an early goal, whilst they've still got energy levels as well, flooring the team. Catch us, rattle us, which kind of has nullified what is normally a rock and roll start, opening 20-odd minutes for us. Here we go. Ball down the left-hand side. Taylor's ball in. Maeda. He's tried to lay it off there. He's not quite got it right, but we still keep the ball. Abada tries to shoot on his left foot. Bit ambitious. KK, we are currently losing to a password. Chin up, boys. Let's turn it round. We will turn it round. Plenty of time. Robot Rock, how you doing, mate? How you doing, Robot Rock? I like that name. Bobby, the Germans never turned up. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to slag off Rangers for getting a 4-2 win against Dortmund. Very little you can say to that other than well done. It's got fuck all to do with us anyway. So I'm not going to try and get involved in that. Get Giakoumakis on that. You'll rattle this mob. We aren't the same team without him. Again, David, I mean, it's so funny because I'm not a fence sitter, as you know, with my opinions. But again, it's not a slight on Maeda. I don't really feel I should have to caveat every bit of praise I give Giakoumakis with that either, but seems to be something you've got to do without people left, right, and centre thinking it's a pylon. But Giakoumakis would have been my striker I would have started today. I'm not saying that with hindsight after 23 minutes, and Maeda might go on and score a hat-trick, who knows? But for me, right now, he is ahead of Maeda, and I've said that on previous streams as well. It's all personal preference. Other people wanted Maeda to start because he's got the pace and we're going to start with the electric start. Well, you know, that we normally do and have been doing since the turn of the year. However, Bodo have completely nullified that by getting an early goal and shell-shocking us a wee bit. Maybe our midfield's lacking that bit of pace to you know, have the usual start Celtic do. And what you're looking at now is I think, the type of match where maybe Giakoumakis will be an option that gets used. And certainly might have been better suited from the get-go. James Young wants Fireball to use his Croatian experience. Kaylee agrees that GG would have been her striker, and that's fair. Bodo Glimt with the ball just now inside their own half. It looks like left of a 3 centre halves, is it? He's just giving it back to the goalkeeper. And they play this playing it out from the back as well before the keeper inevitably hoofs it and the ball goes out of play. Teams are overdoing that, in my opinion, these days, you know. Trying to overcomplicate football. That was poor there. I'm not sure if it was Rogic or O'Reilly. You need to forgive me. It's hard to tell. I wouldn't like being a commentator trying to pick out which one's which. Mark Daly, I think that Ange was looking for a quick goal from Maeda. Yep, I think he was very much part of that usual first half plan that we've got with his pace. But if he's not scored by 45 minutes, Giakoumakis will be on. Well, Ange, to give him credit, has been pretty proactive with his substitutions normally. I know there's been the odd instance where we've been a wee bit, you know, confused, but on the whole, I think he's been pretty proactive with his substitutions. Again, so much can happen between now and half time as well. And I think that's what Jerry Kelly's coming in and saying. No panic required. There is no panic required. Tosh to Coglu, Junior Malone. Evening Russell, new subscriber, been looking for you for a while. Yes, mate. That's what I want to hear. It's not quite as good as Celtic getting a goal, but it's good to have you on the bus, mate. And thank you for finding us. Spread the word, because the Boise bus is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We've got someone watching from Brazil. Happy days. Craig Duncan coming in with a wee bit of sarcasm. Is that a wee dig, is it, Craig? What a game. Here we go. Inside the Bodo box. We back here there by Abada. Throw in now to be taken by Juranovic. He goes back the way. Cameron Carter-Vickers on the ball. Just not playing quite with that zip yet, Celtic, that bit of pace. I think they've been given a fright, to be honest. I think we've took a wee bit of a bloody nose in the opening 20 minutes. That goal is just not been part of the plan that we've conceded. You know that? Jerry Kelly's just subscribed as well. Yes, mate, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, Liam, how you doing? Happening, bro? Happening, my man. F says, I need a halftime rock up their arses. I mean, it is a lot. I mean, it's a bit like a second half displays in some games in a weird way. The Rogic did ever so well there. That's a Zabada. They trust themselves on the ball. Even when the ball's awkward heights and there's men all around them, they do trust themselves on the ball. Good cutback! Fucking hell. Juranovic just couldn't quite get on the end of that. Much better, though. A bit more impetus in the play there. That's all right, my man. Don't you worry about that if you've been on the night shift. That is all good. Matt 56 Rangers with a sensational point. When a first half team are losing in the first half, you know you're in trouble. Well, it depends how you look at it, Matt. You'll be familiar with how there's no away goals rule. So over 2 matches, we're not even really a quarter of the way through it, Matt. Thank you for that point, though. You remember there'll be 2 first halves over the 2 legs. But hey, thank you for jumping on the Boise bus. You make sure you hit subscribe, young man, as well. Think we can put the Maeda GGB to bed now. There's only one winner till Kyogo comes back, says Tosh to Coggle. I mean, I don't know if it's as far as that, Tosh. I mean, I think Maeda's still got a lot of adapting to do. We can't all start like coming from a foreign league, the other side of the world, having played a full season, and hit the ground running like Kyogo did and maybe Hatate was. I just think Giacomakis is ahead of him right now in the pecking order. I agree with that, but I don't think it's as... I think Maeda can still come good. Free kick coming in now from Matt O'Reilly. Oh! We were claiming a penalty, but there's an offside. I wonder if I'm just a wee bit behind everyone now. What I'll do... I'll just quickly come out it. David Kelly, it was 5 players offside. That is frightening, isn't it? Absolutely frightening. Half-hearted claim from Postecoglou who they were showing there as well. What Rangers fans coming in the night to gloat? Seems odd. Like, as I say, it's nothing to do with us, and I think all you can really say is well done. But they want to come on the Boise bus and just talk shite. It's up to you. I'm all right with it. I'll not lose any sleep. Scott Cameron comes in. Boise game not going to plan. It's not. You're right. It's not, mate. It's definitely not so far. 31 and a half minutes gone at my end. Out comes the South Adelaide Snake Catchers. And they are fully behind the Celtic win. 3-1. Hail, hail. South Adelaide Snake Catchers. That's just a great name. Oh, honestly, a lot of comedians joining in the night. I like it. One's even asking what the score is. Some banter. Some patter. Bodo Glimt with the ball, just over 32 minutes gone. Good press from Celtic. Ryan, what time is everyone streaming? I'm at 32 minutes, 40 seconds, mate. 32 minutes, 40 seconds. But you would have to say so far, I mean, Bodo Glimt have nullified everything that we've tried to do on the whole. It's not like we're carving out clear-cut chances at this stage either. It's been a game plan they've obviously worked to, and it's working for them so far. Undoubtedly, Celtic have a stronger bench than they used to have before. The 3 changes we could make to the European squad as well, obviously, now being in Europe after Christmas. And whatever changes we can make will need to be utilised. Corner 1 there. What are you saying, Daniel? I'll not have that, mate. I can't read out every comment on the fan cam live, my boy. It's not that easy. You're trying to watch the game as well. Celtic's just not quite happening yet. Kieran's questioning the inclusion of both O'Reilly and Rogic. I think that's a fair question as well. Very similar players to have in there. But like I say, there are options there to change it. Absolutely. I'm having to do a lot of blocking now, man. I can't be arsed with that, you know? It's just sad. Francis Lamont comes in saying, come on, Celtic. Teresa, you might have been on the wrong bus. It was my fault. I need to change that other name. I don't know what I've managed to do. I've made a James Hunt here, as they say, you know. I will try and change that. Don't worry. I'll change it at half time. Jens comes in. I muted the commentators. Listen to you. How kind. Appreciate it. Hopefully it'll be some happy commentary in the second half. You never know. Red Scotland comes in. Good to have you on, Red. He said lack of a plan B concerns me almost on a weekly basis. I mean, I don't know. I think there's so long to go in this. I don't really want to get caught up like it's not been a shit hot start to this year, because it has been. Matt, I've got to bring up this comment. You've not got the Cardinal refs on your side tonight, and it shows. Offside against Jota. But Matt, I mean, you are having a laugh, son, eh? Absolutely wild. Craig Duncan comes in. Thank you very much, mate. I've no idea what that means with 4:49, but sound, thank you. If that is anything, I don't know what that means. But as a bear, I honestly would like Celtic to win deep down. Rangers were out of this world tonight. You should watch afterwards. I mean, undoubtedly, I watched the highlights. I think I watched the full game, Craig. I'm sure you can appreciate that. But the fact is, I mean, Rangers were, I can't emphasise enough. There's a lot of people coming on, I think, wanting to make it like a wee bit like niggly about it. I never I mean, my mate supports Rangers, and he genuinely, he genuinely came in and he messaged me just saying, he came into my inbox, sorry, and messaged me saying, he said, look, it's 4-1, and I just put 3 laughter faces saying that's amazing. Philip DeMarco, Boise, has just paid you $4.49. Well, thank you very much, mate. I didn't even know you could do that, so that's amazing. Thank you. I've not got a clue about any of this stuff. Thank you very much, Craig Duncan. Respect, mate. Respect. Oh, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a YouTube slider. Sound. I don't have a clue how it all works. GG on at halftime could signal panic. I mean, I think there is a bit of chaos when Giakoumakis plays, but do you know what? I think we might need a bit of chaos. We need someone who's going to be pumped up for this right now and injects a bit of, I don't know, va-va-voom or something. Because this has been it's a case of two things. A case of two things. It means that it's shown that Celtic basically, right, have been rocked, invisibly rocked. Of that there can be no denying, right? But also, I think Bodo Glimt's game plan has been good so far. But here we come forward again. Abada, inside. It was Matt O'Reilly. I nearly said Tom Rogic. You cannot tell the two of them apart. And he just lost his foot in there a wee bit on the ball. Disappointingly. I'm just updating the names on the streams. What an idiot I am, man. Absolute idiot. I've jumped onto the wrong stream. I'm on the post-match piss stream to do the live game. It means you can buy McDonald's on me. I appreciate that, mate. That was really kind. I never think anyone's ever done that on the bus before. Craig's the only one with a valid ticket on the bus. I can't believe it's a Rangers fan who's the only one with a valid ticket on the bus. That is fantastic. Get a tie on for some va-va-voom, says Gary McDowell. That's what we're lacking, eh? It's a bit of va-va-voom. Yeah, I know. I've already updated this one, Daniel, but then the other one that's going to now be post-match pish was also saying fan cam. So I think, Teresa Lyle Photography was sitting in the wrong lobby. David Kelly says we're getting worse the longer the game goes on. I mean, it's hard to disagree with that. Here's Rogic trying to cut him from the right. Robbed of the ball. How we finish the game is as important as we start at Brown Warrior, and I agree with that, mate. I do agree with that. But, I mean, at 41 minutes out of a 180-minute tie, away goals don't count. It's still very much in it. Nudes ain't a valid ticket. Just you behave, Kaylee. Get the bus. The bus will crash. Foul on Juranovic there, and he's showing his frustration, Juranovic, but he needs to calm it a wee bit. Last thing we need is him to lose the place. It's a foul in a nothing area of the park. Just stay calm, Juranovic. Stay calm. Cameron Cut Vickers on the ball now. I think Celtic really half time. If the whistle went, I think there'd be a general consensus it might be for the best. I mean, that's a long, hopeful ball being played for Maida now, and I wonder if Celtic are just not quite adapted to playing a way that suits him either. But he's not really been in the game, let's be honest. Would it be any different with Giakoumakis? It's impossible to say. Kurt Vickers to Starfelt. Celtic's just, I don't know, there's no zip in the pass. It just feels a wee bit slow. This is a more promising move up the left-hand side. Throw in. O'Reilly to take it. Scott Cameron says, wait till half-time. Hopefully Ange will get a hold of them. They come out flying. Well, he'll need to. I think it's important that, albeit, and I'm pushing the narrative of away legs not having an effect, away goals, not having an effect in either leg because we're behind. Let's be honest, that's why I'm focusing on that aspect. But I still think, if it's hard at Celtic Park, it's only going to be harder away from home anyway. So we still have a serious need and desire to have a positive result to take over there. But it'll be interesting to see what Ange does at halftime, what he's capable of doing. But certainly they need more va-va-voom, a rocket up their arse, call it what you will. Jack Johnson comes in. I sense the game will turn around in the 50th minute. I hope your senses are right. I certainly do. 1 minute of added on time here. Oh, give the ref pattern a rest, Matt. Honestly, I can't be asked blocking anyone else, but honestly, give it peace, mate. Didn't just talk shite for the sake of it, because I tried to read every comment whilst I'm watching the game. Reading your ones are just painful, mate. Honestly. In comes Chunks in my trunks. What a username. What a username. They're stopping us down the wings. Yep. They knew we would go wide. We need to bring on a Tati and Gigi and get the central passes flowing at speed. And I think the central passes have shown nowhere near enough impetus and enough speed whatsoever. In comes the Kellian. New subscriber. Happy days. Welcome aboard. Happy to see you doing your own thing. Bodo are a good side. Well, they're proving that. No two ways. They're a bit like us, just a wee bit more steel. More noops. Yeah, I've noticed they've got a more of a physicality to them. That's half-time blown. Few aspects of this we can focus on. I know it's going to be so easy for us all now to focus on the scoreline. Shit scoreline, shit tournament, shit team we're playing. There's no point in getting overly carried away with all that sort of thing. I think there has to be a wee bit of perspective here. We need to go, right, we're a quarter of the way into a tie. It's been a very disappointing opening quarter. We've got marvellous options now. Marvellous options. So the thing is, this is far from being like irretrievable. This can be retrieved quite, and then some, to be honest. And I think, particularly at home in the second half, hopefully Ange can make, I think, at least one substitution at half-time. I certainly would be looking at the up-front situation, because it does make life for the Celtic team to have a more... I just think Maeda, we've not quite managed to get the best out of him yet, for whatever reason it might be. He's certainly not stretching the Bodo Glimt defence either in the first half. Giakoumakis, I like to call him Chaos Giakoumakis, because he does bring absolute madness to proceedings. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do as well. Gary McDowell, what a legend, my man. Thank you so much. Absolutely no need for that, mate. But I really, really appreciate it. This is a crazy night. Thank you. It's 45 minutes, Russell, says James Young. I think the thing is that that's a quarter of the way through the tie, though, James, I think that was the point I was trying to make. I think. How many minutes did I say we're going? Do you know something as well? Bodo Glimt, can we just be honest and accept this is a perfect storm, if you like, because Bodo Glimt was a draw in this match that I just feel we all kind of fancied a wee bit. And you know what? Maybe Celtic's form so far in 2022, combined with some, let's be fucking honest, some fantastic first half displays, we've then went into a tie we felt we were looking favourably in. And what's actually happened is Bodo Glimt have had a month to prepare for playing us, a team that Ange will always say only play one way. And they've nullified our usually explosive first halves. And there's a lot of Rangers fans watching right now. They all know about an explosive Celtic first half. They only need to remind themselves of a couple of weeks ago. What Bodo have done is nullify that and took the lead. And what it's actually done is took the wind out of our sails even more than what I think it maybe should be. So from a perspective point of view, it is maybe we're just need to just go, right, there's still a lot of time to sort this. And whilst Bodo have certainly done their homework on Celtic, I think there's still a lot of time for us to suss out how they play as well. David Kelly comes in. I said they were a good team when we drew them, but they sold half their team and haven't played in months. Our wage bill is 10 times theirs. There is no excuse. Looking for them is pathetic. Well, there's an aspect to that, David, but I think in a sporting context, results like this happen. And at the end of the day, this isn't a result yet. This is half time. So it's easy to go in studs up like perhaps you are right now, but that's not really what I want to be like right now. I'm not feeling quite that negative. I've also, feel that Postecoglou's put a lot of credit in the bank recently, and I'm not going to sit now and fucking instantly write us off in a match only 1-0 down at home. I think Postecoglou's shown some outstanding traits as a manager recently, and I think he can still. I think we need to keep faith that he can still turn this round. Glasgow CSC boys say we've been awful. It's been a poor display of that. There can be no denying. No one's disputing that. Douglas Hughes says we need to. I know, mate. I agree. But I do think we need to just try and keep some sort of outlook on this with a positive spin of some kind, because right now, it's easy for a wave of negativity. Whilst we might not all be at the match right now, you can't help but feel the comment section will replicate then how the fan base is at the stadium and, feeling. And you just hope that they go back in, as much as, we talk about the 12th man and the importance of the supporters being there. And you want them to be also of a positive mindset as well, and trying to encourage the team here and not feel like it's all over yet. Out comes Gary McDowell again. Remember where our team was a few months ago. The turnaround in a short space of time is incredible. It's the start of the Ange journey. Absolutely. And so far, I've been delighted with the Ange journey. He's proven me wrong in so many ways. I can't deny that. And I think we need to keep the faith in the sense that, and I hate just saying that for the sake of it, but I would keep the faith in Ange that what I've seen so far from him that he'll recognise more than any of us how shit that first half display has been, and he'll look to rectify it. Red Baron, I'm getting paid. I don't even know what these are, these figures coming up. Super chats or something. Here you go, boys. Lad, I'm in a great mood. More people, I think, that support Rangers have done that. Well seen, they got a good result tonight. Thank you, Red Baron. I appreciate it, mate. I really do. David Kelly, there's the flip side. We can still win this game 3 or 4-1, but that first half was guff. That's true. It's like a cult with some folk that you can't be critical at all. There is an aspect to that. Who else is coming in the comments? Scott, how do you accept PayPal? I don't like to be like that, Scott. Don't worry about it, mate. Honestly, it's just, I don't know. Folk have worked out ways to do this on YouTube, so don't worry about it. I'm not like that. I'm all good, mate. Thank you, pal. Right, we don't need to get negative, lads. Only 45 minutes played in the 2-leg tie. I like that attitude. Rusty, is this a wee bit reminiscent of the first half against Wraith? Barry, it's a good point. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying. Jamie Young comes in. And here's the other perspective. So how many of you are on side with Jamie Young here? That you're not bothered by this. It's the league that counts. Can I tell you, I've got to, Jamie, I like your comments normally, but I've got to push back on that and say, fuck that. If we went out the League Cup, say, if we even go out the Scottish Cup at some point this season, not saying we will, but if we were to, there'll be a backlash like you've never seen before. And that would be for like tournaments that really, I think we should be favourites for. This is a tournament where there's still clubs that I think on paper are a better team than us. We've got a chance of, and I think that brings a lot more prestige if we were to make a fist of winning the Conference League than the League Cup for the millionth time, the Scottish Cup for the millionth time. And I bet you there'd be more of a backlash if we went out one of those tournaments. So sometimes that small-minded, I don't mean you now, Jamie, I'm broadening it here, but I think sometimes there's a small-minded approach from certain sections of the sport with that. I am all for us making a fist of this Conference League, and I certainly think that the players aren't going in there half-arsed either. I think it's just been a shit show, to be honest, so far. Craig Duncan's in again. Rangers fans need to help out sometimes. Yous are killing me, man. It is accepted. Thank you very much. Loving all the comments coming. There's banter flying about now. Winning breeds winning. And you know what? We can still win this game. We can still win this game. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm trying to go through the comments, and there's so many I can't read out, so apologies. Disco Land. Just saw the goal replay. Starfelt follows the ball, leaves the man. Still not convinced Welsh. Isn't, I think he means isn't hard done by. I mean, it's funny because Starfelt's going to be one of these players I think that's guilty of. And by the way, I'm not saying I think he is. For example, if there's a fit fire in Julian, I can base now my judgment on Starfelt over half a season. I think Julian's a better player than him if he can get back to the levels. Welsh, I'm not quite sure. But I think he could make the grade. I think defenders, though, mature, particularly centre-back, mature sort of later as well. I think he's very young to be a regular centre-back for Celtic. Starfelt's one of those people, as I say, we've only been behind. This is the first match we've been behind in 20 games or something. We've conceded very few goals in that 20-game spell. Starfelt won't get that much credit then. When we do start conceding, he'll be on the receiver end of some stinging criticism, I'd imagine. Douglas Hughes, not mincing his words tonight. Absolutely shite. Midfield needs a change. Rogic needs beaten with a big stick. Alec Anderson, there's plenty of channels, I'm sure, on YouTube to talk about the mighty Rangers. We're going to try and stick to the Celtic and the Boise Bus. I appreciate the comment. And hit subscribe if you're hanging about, mate. Thank you. Starting to get more donations than Ryan 118, boys. I don't know about that. He's a good lad. I think he's very good at what he does. For your bear, boysy. That's a donation. I just like it when he says my name. Jim Tohill comes in saying, I'm right, we will win. I don't remember saying we will win, Jim. Don't put me under such pressure. But hopefully we will. Hopefully we will. Gallant Pioneers, again, another fan of the other side. He says Celtic struggling teams press. I think there's been a game plan from Bodo that we can't deny Celtic have struggled with here. Hands up. Whether it be just the press, I think there's been more of a physicality to Bodo Glimt than I expected. It comes Monty could not give one fuck if we go out of Europe this season. Only the title matters. Monty, that's fair enough. And to be fair, you've said that all along. So I know that's not sour grapes. I've said now we're in the Conference League. Now we're in it. Have a go. Make a fist of it. What we've seen so far from Celtic was, again, I wouldn't say they've half-arsed it, but what I would say is they've just been shite, and they need to sort that out. Glasgow CSC, love that top boy, says original. Yes, this is the original, my man. Still in decent nick, but I like all the remakes, by the way. I'm going to buy one soon. I've not decided which one I'm getting next, but this one's actually there's an original from, what year would that have been, 2008? So I'm distracting myself with things like football tops and that just because I can't handle what happened. Brian Moore, 8 corners in the first half. No Julie, and the sooner that issue is sorted, the better. John Boy Graham says, trust the process. A bit of calm from him. I like that. Chunks of my chunk says, I'll see you at full time, Boise. Hopefully by then the YouTube sniper has picked up a few. Galloping out, I'm off. Thank you. Take it easy. Appreciate it. Right, I'm going to just take a wee quick break, refill my juice. Drinking juice again. Maybe I need to get back in the bevy, man. Maybe that's what I need to do. Brown Warrior, the centenary top. That's brilliant. Right, I'm going to just play some tunes. Well, play the tune. Some tunes. As if I'm a DJ. I'm just going to play the wee trailer. I'm going to grab some juice. All right? Maybe even half a wee dairy milk. I'm good to myself. Season 2.
The seagulls follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't bite then, double then. Don't bite then, double then.
So, teams are lining up to come out. I mean, Bodo Glimt are doing a huddle on the pitch. Seen all that shite before, haven't we? Craig Duncan, who's done those donations, encouraging everyone else, look, don't worry about stuff like that. It was awfully generous of him. I'm cool with stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I like to come on and just entertain you all. Don't back down, turn around, because Boise is here. You know it, mate. You know it. Get a stiff one down, you boys, for fuck's sake. I'm tempted, mate, honestly. I am tempted. John McCauley, what is the script with outswinging corners? Right, that's the second half kicked off. Celtic pressing already. Bodo Glimt go long and give us back the ball. Hopefully, that's going to be a sign of things to come. I mean, I think ticket sales were good, weren't they, for the... I think that, you know, for the match, I mean, it's fully booked. It's just a strange one that the performance has been so flat. You know, there's a recipe there for this to work. Sadly, so far, it hasn't. There we go. Where's my Conference League patch? I know. I said I would iron it on, and then I had a busy afternoon, so I've not had a chance. I'll definitely have it sorted for next week. Definitely. Jim told the Boise bus will be bouncing when the ref blows the final whistle and it's 3-1 Celtic. Let's hope so, matey. Let's hope so. Here comes Martin O'Neill. Not the Martin O'Neill, but just the sound of Martin O'Neill. And he says, all right, mate, apart from the scoreline, need to up the tempo second half. Agreed with that. That's kind of what we've talked about. We were calling it Vava Voom. Or anything, really. A rocket up their arse. We'll take anything. But something has to change in this second half display from Celtic, because we have to be honest, it was, as Neil Lennon would say, bitterly disappointing. Worst accent ever, but I'm sticking with it. I don't care what any of you say. Come on, Celtic. KKX has found a live stream on the dark web. You missed the first half. So shame. There's Maeda. Maeda! Oh! He pressurises defenders. You've got to give him that. He does. He absolutely does. I mean, they even passed the ball out neatly. It's no wonder they are champions in Norway. I mean, I don't watch a lot of Norwegian football. I'm not privy to how high a standard that is, but geez, I mean, they look stronger than I would have expected from a Norwegian Premier League team. I know that sounds really snide, to be fair, but I'm not trying to be like that. I don't want to make excuses like, oh, suddenly Bodo Glimt are world beaters either. Do you know what I mean? Well, you're calling the Celtic. Fair play to the Jers. How's that possible? Corner. Spyfan47 says, what's up? What is up, mate? Come on, Celtic. Good whipped in ball there by Jota, but O's came back out. Taylor. He's tried to cushion that ball back in there. To me, that's coming down the volley. I would just be rattling that across the goal, you know? I don't know why I tried to cushion that, but anyway, I'm maybe being a bit pernicky. We all feel a wee bit nervy, you know, when we're a goal down. Jota to put in this corner. Back out wide. Callum McGregor now to put a ball in from the left-hand side. Comes out O'Reilly. Oh, Jota gets the shot away though. That's the difference. A wee bit of end product. That's what we're looking for. I don't know why I went end there. End product. Unfortunately, it goes over the bar. But finally, someone trying to make something happen. And unsurprisingly, it's that man Jota. The guy who took the corner is the guy who has the final shot there before that phase of play comes to an end. Kieran, see that Maida semi-chance. Gigi wouldn't have had the pace for that. Players, that's the thing. Here's Maida. Maida. Oh. Good win there, though. Put the ball pinched back for Celtic. Oh, terrible first touch. Who was that? O'Reilly. Fuck me, that was awful. It's Jerry from Nairn. How you doing, Jerry? Hope you're well. Ryan Kelly, you can see with the Bodo Glimt manager is getting interest from elsewhere. They've set up well. Yeah, I mean, apparently the interest was for fucking Aberdeen. Mad. Here's Tom Rogic in the ball out wide right. Inside. Callum McGregor's going to have a shot. Wayward, mate. Absolutely wayward. Craig, it is the emotions of being a football fan, really, isn't it? It is that feeling. It's you're up 1 minute, you can be frustrated. Sometimes I mean, you can feel almost nonplussed by it all. And then I think this one, it's like I still think there's so much more to come for this Celtic team in this match, you know? So I'm not giving up just yet. Dave Mackay says the Norwegians cannot soak up pressure at this for 40 minutes. I mean, here they break away now. Solbakken on the ball. Inside our box. Fucking hell, man. They had far too much time to get that ball in there. Look how good that possession of play was for them there, taking the ball in tight spaces. Absolutely. I would also, though, say that's something that I feel Celtic have been very good at this season as well, Philip. Do you know what I mean? I really do think that in tight spaces with the ball, we've been very, very good as well. John Boy Boyce, your stream is slow. I'm on BT Sport app. I don't know how slow it be. I'm on 53 minutes, 6 seconds, so it'll be slightly behind because it's on the app. To be expected, I would imagine. Celtic now coming down the right-hand side again. Scott Howe, what are you doing, mate? What a legend, man. Thank you so much. That is really, really kind of you, pal. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the Boise bus, mate. You never know, I might even get better Wi-Fi, Scott, with that. Thank you very much. I do think I might have gotten to the bottom of the problem with the streams. I'm trying to. Anyway, that was really kind of you, though, Scott. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you, mate. Hopefully we can get a good result for you as well, Scott, tonight, mate. Absolutely. Thanks again, bud. Shit. Oh, back stick. 2-0 Bodo. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I mean, the defending there's chaotic. Taylor skinned with ease. I mean, Cameron Carter-Vickers, man. Juranovic is playing for offside. He's completely unmarked at the back post. 2-0 indeed, Alex, my man. Not good for us at all. They seem to be enjoying themselves, and to be honest, they would argue this wouldn't even be close to their biggest shock result in Europe. Out comes Mojo Rising. The defending is terrible. Defence have been tested tonight, and they've not passed it. It's that simple. Feed the bear, boys. See, put a PayPal up on your channel, mate. A lot goes to YouTube. They're bassers. Fucking hell, man. I mean, I don't really like doing stuff like that. I mean, I'm blown away by anyone. I don't know how they're all doing it with the YouTube stuff, but it's very kind of them. But back to the football, because it's so frustrating. Martin O'Neill's never been a fan of Taylor. Michael 89 comes in, changes needed to tie GG on. Yeah, I totally get it. Totally get it. Come on, Celtic. Fucking hell. Header to no one there from Tom Rogic. If Vaughan comes in, no, I don't know how this appeared in my feed as I'm a Rangers fan. I think half the folk watching this are Rangers fans, Vaughan, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on with this stream tonight. I must have took the bus on a strange route tonight. It's okay, Bodo winning, but mind you, still have got most of the second half of the second leg to go. Always not lost. And I think that's true as well. But to be fair, from what I've seen so far, fucking hell. Bruce FM comes in. He thinks we need Hatate on here. I could totally understand that as well. Daniel Malley says we've been poor since the Aberdeen game. Jens comes in and says Celtic must do it now because it will be worse in a snowstorm on the AstroTurf. Totally get it. I totally get it. I mean, it's a nightmare second leg. You know, if we think this has been a dismal display, fucking hell. Well done, Maida. O'Reilly put the ball in just slightly too much on it. We have kept it in play. Cross comes in from the right. Header goes over from Abada. Chances. Scott Howe comes in. Let's see what this team is really made of. And I think that's a good point as well. We do not see enough because of the fact we're on a brilliant winning run, and there's been such a long break between the European fixtures. We've not really had a chance to see enough of what Celtic can now do. Now that we know they've went on a real improvement sort of trajectory, and there comes on Hatate and Giakoumakis, which I totally understand. But yeah, it'll be good. I mean, it's not good to see us behind, but I mean, this is now a different test. With Celtic, we're going behind quite often, shall we say, Scott? Do you know what I mean? Like in the first couple of months of the season, you know, it was all a bit mad. But when you look at it now, this is now a far more settled down squad that has been having a lot of success recently, top of the league, etc. But now we're 2-0 down. Now there's a bit of adversity. What are we made of? Bugsy Malone, no worries, boysy boys. Celtic will get the result. I like that optimism, I do. This is a challenge, KK, I agree. David Kelly, just too many players having an off night. Rogic, McGregor, Jota, Abada, all under par. Here's chances. The flag again. Fucking hell. I am on 60 minutes, 3 seconds, something like that. Michael 89, the difference when a team has a go at us, we're not used to it in the league. Far from an excuse, it's just not good enough. No, I get you, I get you. Philip DeMarco, so we have an off night, but can he accept that the opposition are playing well? For me, you know, the opposition have played well. No issues with accepting it on my part. Philip, mate, no issues at all. I think it's what fans do though, instinctively, isn't it? They look within first and want to point the finger at who's had a shit display, you know. I get that. I get that aspect as well. It's frustration. Daniel MC thinks Maeder's not good enough for him. Well, Giacomakis has a big half hour here. Oh, all you have to do is spend 20 quid for Boise to read all your comments out. 30 for you, Kieran, you bastard. I didn't even understand it. These wee colours were popping up at the top, man, with money values. Awfully kind. Red Scotland doesn't care about the Conference League at all, but he is furious we're getting pumped at home to a side we should be defeating. I just think any competition we're in, we've got to take it seriously, you know. We've got to oh, there they are. Coming again here. Defended by Celtic at the last minute. Midfield looks like it's fucking... I think someone's really towing a caravan. And I don't mean Pedro Caixinha's caravan. Fucking hell. Oh, Rangers FC 56 comes in with capital letters, really? Oh, we don't need capital letters saying septic, mate. Come on. You're better than that. Oh, fuck, who cares? You're blocked. Thank you for tuning in, though. Remember to hit subscribe. Ryan Kelly's would have had Ralston, Hatate, Gigi playing instead of Taylor O'Reilly and Maeda. This is a footballing lesson for the Angira. Yeah, and yeah, I get you. Martin O'Neill. We look so rusty. Maybe wrestling players against Wraith was a bad idea. No, I get you. Craig Duncan at it again. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate it, my man. Michael 89, he's got another angle on it. Yeah, they played okay, but the fact their manager is linked with Aberdeen and their best players left for average teams in January tells you all you need to know about them. I get it. I mean, yes, you would think levels. I mean, if a manager is linked with Aberdeen job, what sort of level of a team could they be in charge of? But I don't know. I just think Celtics came up against a surprisingly good Norwegian side, you know, and I'm not saying that without prior knowledge of the Humped Roma and all that, but I just think they were 2 months out of playing. We're in the form of our lives under Ange so far. And it's just caught us by surprise, the way they started the game. And to be honest, I just don't think we've fully recovered from that. And again, the one thing I will say about that is, and it just shows you maybe there is... Remember I went back to the Aberdeen game and I said it was more satisfying beating them 3-2 because we went at 2-0. Earlier on in the season, we'd have folded. The goals would have just shook our confidence. I think the Bodo Glimt first goal shook Celtic too much tonight, if I'm completely honest. That'd be my take on it right now. And we will discuss all this on post-match pish on another stream after the show. I'm not sure if anyone wants to join me for that or not. I might just need to do it myself. Discoland, O'Reilly and Rogic, same player. Angie's mistakes, I'm afraid. Maida not at Kyogo's level. That's past few games have been flat. Celtic inside their half now. Come on. Kaylee says the game's a shambles, man. I know. It is a shambles. You're absolutely right. Red Baron's still celebrating his team's win. Aye, quite right, mate. Absolutely quite right. So far, so bad though for Celtic, you know what I mean? 25 minutes to go. And just not been very good. Something called Isaac there coming in with about 1 million comments for some dodgy site. Jota put the ball into a dangerous area there at least. Throw in. Come on, you fuck Celtic. This has been shite. Honestly. Never seen this coming from. Feed the bear. Philip DeMarco. I don't know if he's talking to me or not. Attack just passed the ball to one of their players, mate. You have a hard on for certain players, mate. Mental. Hope you don't mean actually. I mean, I certainly do not. That'd be bizarre. No one's mocking you, really, Craig. It's all good banter. Don't you worry, my boy. Right, thanks for your generosity. If they are, I'm sure it'll be friendly banter. Jack Johnson says, worryingly, nothing about Kyogo's injury and return timeline. No, it's not about not being in the know, mate. I mean, the last we heard on it, was that you can expect Turnbull back before Kyogo. That was Angie's words a week or two ago. Oh, what's happening in the game? I need your commentary. Harley's in bed. She's still crying about the millions up the nose and stuff. I hope you mean the millions, the sweeties. Yeah, I mean, that Pellegrino goal, the more you watch it back, the easier it looks, eh? Maybe Andrew went too hard on the players. He was mad we won 4-0. Players' heads look gone in this game. I mean, if that is the case, then the players are weak mentally. I mean, I don't think it is the case, by the way. I don't think, Ange having a couple of pops at them against Wraith Rovers would mean their head would be gone for this. And I don't know about you, is that the millionth offside being given in this match, this time against Shakamakis? It's been a poor game. In comes Bendover. I'm not sure if that's his real name or not. Fucking shambles out there tonight, he says. I hear you, mate. I hear you. Lots of Rangers supporters watching right now as well. Welcome aboard the bus. Remember, and buy a programme and all that while you're here. Buy a t-shirt. Subscribe. You know the drill. Jack Johnson. Well, feed the bear, I agree with all of that. He has forgotten his arse for his elbow because he's fucking up his own arse, that's why. Undoubtedly. Sometimes weird things happens to Celtic in Europe and they look a shadow of themselves. I mean, well, sometimes it's weird. I mean, there's so many examples like Cluj, Ferencvaros, you think of Copenhagen. You look at tonight, I go back to like even Malmo under Ronnie Dyler, stuff like that. It's mad. And Bodo are kind of playing with a cigar nearly lit, if we're completely honest. That's more like it. Caught them out. Jota trying to make something happen and get saved. But like I was saying that, it was casual from them almost. And that's what, I was referring to, playing with a and that, I just think that's funny. If you were getting dissed on the other pod today by that lot, who was me? I highly doubt that. What could he possibly say about me? I know too much about that prick. I don't think he would slag me off, mate. A bit interesting to find out if he has. Guess he's been knickers on a twist over anything. Rent free, mate. Absolutely rent free. John Boy 67, Graham Forrest coming on. I mean, who's looked a shadow of himself since he came back his injury? I don't like to be overly critical of someone, but his return has been underwhelming. We'll put it that way. Now, here we go. Oh, McGregor trying to be delicate pass there through. Here comes Cameron Carter-Vickers. That looked a better ball, but obviously had a wee bit more pace on it than I first thought and gets away for Jota. James Forrest now limbering up to come on. Yeah, I seen that, Daniel. I mean, the guy I think was just saying I hadn't aged well because it was me that's in the advert. And he was like, our viewing numbers are up, our viewing numbers are up. And I was like, shut the fuck up, mate. I don't even know who that guy was. He's a bit of a fanny. That's very kind of you, Red Scotland, mate. I appreciate it. Bit of personalities, though. That's his main problem. He doesn't like personalities. Donny Boy comes in. It is a wake-up call, folks, to keep our feet on the ground. I agree with that. I mean, that's got to be a foul, ref. Yakimakis was fouled. I don't understand what happened there. Yakimakis, but he's back to the defender, nicely off. Then he's just caught blatantly. Celtic quite obviously wanted the free kick given. Bugsy Malone, you know it, mate. Aye, that was a good show as well. Feed the Bear, I enjoyed that. James Young, Boise, no comparison regarding other European Cups battles. The Conference Cup, scam in my view. The Conference, Vauxhall League in England is backwaters, chin up all. Yeah, I think any game that we're in, we want to give it our all, no matter what the competition is. And I think it's been a disappointing fucking performance tonight. Hopefully, though, it's not going to impact Do you know what I mean? Like, further performances, that's what sometimes can happen. You have one shitey performance, one negative display, and it just sort of spreads after that. Now, I'm not wanting to be all panic merchant and say that will happen, but why give it the chance to happen? You know? And obviously, they've not deliberately lost or anything, but I just feel, do you know what I mean? The display, Celtic have played so far within themselves tonight, and that is, again, me putting it mildly. You know, I'm not wanting to like fucking rant and rave in that, do you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of Rangers fans I want me to do that. But I definitely think that Celtic's performance tonight, they won't, none of them, I don't think, really, will be looking in the mirror and think, you know, I really did myself justice tonight. And I think that's as damning an indictment as you can feel sometimes. But again, who's not to say it'll be 2-2 in the next 15 minutes? As Helen says, the other channels are dull and negative. The Boise bus is more entertaining. You know it. You know it. Yeah, David Kelly comes in agreeing. Hammer blow at the players' confidence. We've been pretty abysmal in Europe. That's my concern. You just don't let this spread. One-off performances where we've been nowhere near the races are going to happen any season you support Celtic, or any team for that matter. There's going to be a performance you feel truly underwhelmed and concerned about. But what we can't let it do is let it fester, you know. And obviously, as I'll keep going back to, there is time, as much as I'm very sceptical, but we'll turn it around in that time. But there is still time to turn it around. Fingers crossed, we can. Oh, that's it. Joe Biden's hand. Did he get kicked off the last show? I mean, that's what happened, mate. It was a real ding dong, mate. A real ding dong. And I think you know exactly who I am. So why are you asking? Joe Biden's handler. Strange username, mate. Strange. Forrest, cross in. Goes to the back post. Come on, try to keep the ball going quicker, Celtic. Callum McGregor on the ball now. Here goes Taylor. Jota, goalkeeper, athletically, clears it. Bugsy Malone, you're too kind, my man. We are thinking about commentating on the next Tiddlywinks World Cup, mate, if you want to join us for that. I'm only kidding, mate. Ah! Why is it buffering? And there's been a goal, hasn't there? I don't believe this. Well, my stream... Honestly, I'm on the BT Sport getting phoned, man. I'm not even on that He's goal or whatever. Good header. Very good header. See, Maeda, that looks so natural. Such a natural finish. Craig Duncan. Oh. 2-1. Come on, Celtic. Where is the next Tiddlywinks World Cup? Who knows? DB 101, $500,000 for a win. It's going to take a lot more money than that, big man. Donny boy, I feel the same negativity does my melanin, and aye, the troop's still there, so it's the same for me. Oh my god. You're ahead of me. Fucking hell. I've got to be honest. The display we've seen tonight in Europe is fucking no progression shown whatsoever from what we were seeing last season, the year before in qualifiers and stuff. In fact, it's like a carbon copy of those. I mean, it's a wicked deflection. It's unlucky, but this just feels so reminiscent of European performances that we've seen before. Very odd. Very odd display tonight. Don't think anyone's seen this coming. 3-1, we need 2 goals again. We're back to the exact same position we were 5 minutes ago. I don't see it. Who got really upset, mate? And I don't know who got upset. I think you need to calm down. Oh, aye. I'm gutted because Joe Biden's handler said, "Are you not the guy from some other podcast?" Come to Joe Biden's handler. Sort out your username. I'm really upset, mate. Yeah, Ryan, I know. The spoilers are definitely happening to me as well, mate. Shitey crossing Forest gathered by their keeper there as well. Disappointing. Bitterly disappointing, as Neil Lennon would say. Ball goes out wide left to Jota. Celtic with the ball just inside the Bodo Glimt half, but okay, there's Maeda looking for a through ball again. Cal McGregor trying to make sign happen, which I get. Postecoglou pulling a glum face on the side. Bruce says, "You know what? The other lot take the piss so much now because they've had fuck all chance for years now, have they?" Well, there is an element of truth in that, and I suppose we rammed it down their throat at the time. It's to be expected. And you got to take it on the chin, you know? When we're so poor like we were today, we have to take it on the chin. And do you know what? There'll be better nights on the bus than what we have seen so far tonight. Chris Kerr comes in. We always let ourselves down in Europe. They are a good team physical, but we've not really laid a glove on them. It's a typical Celtic performance Europe. I was just alluding to that, Chris. I says, this result is a carbon copy of results we've seen in seasons gone by when it's not even, obviously it's not been the same manager, the same players. It's bizarre. Stephen Clark is gutted. I know, mate. Mark Daly's like to be a fly on the wall to see what the obviously the scathing full-time reaction from Ange will be with the players. You would like to think he'll be going right through them, or will he? Maybe it'll be a different approach. Ange ball not working tonight. Indeed, Andy Pandy. Good observation. Not playing as a team tonight, says Martin O'Neill. There's Forrest. Cross goes in from Juranovic. Headed clear. 3 weeks of dishing out slaggers at work, gonna come home to roost tomorrow. I thinking I'll not go in, says Matt C. Can't blame you, mate. I can't blame you. Oh, God. F says pish. I get that. Bucket of water says Paddy the Paddy. Original, mate. Original. I have heard that one before. We'll beat some Diddy Scottish team at the weekend. We'll be world beaters again. Bring back those days, David. I know you're saying it in a bit of a cheesed off way, but I'm kind of like, do you know what? I'll be grateful if we just cuff off whoever it is we're playing this week. I can't remember now. Hibs? Is it Hibs this weekend? Who the fuck is it this weekend? No, that's next weekend. Can't see Celtic getting a couple of goals between now and then. Even one would mean we're only a goal down. Obviously, the no away goal rules really benefited us tonight, to be fair. If it had been 3 away goals, we would have been really dreading the trip to Norway next week. Although, to be completely honest to you, fucking dreading it anyway. A lot of Rangers fans in the comments. It's wonderful to see. Thank you for jumping on the Boise bus. Remember to hit subscribe and a like if you can. That would be appreciated as well. Ryan, did it feel more of a must-win due to Rangers win earlier? I don't know. I think for bragging rights purposes, it certainly just adds the icing on the cake from their perspective. But that kind of, I don't know. I don't think that had really crossed my mind before the game kicked off that it means we need to win because they got a good result. Like I say, there's nothing we can do really about that. I just kind of thought, well done, good result. We move on. Yeah, Kieran, he will miss the next leg. Hopefully they've got to play a centre half in goals or something like that. One trophy is at second in the league with a worse goal difference. You won't win the Europa League, and you certainly won't win the league. Feed the bear, fighting back, mate. I like it. I like it. Never seen so many Rangers fans on the Boise bus so far, though. That comment is the reason Boise was removed from the kingdom of acts of misery by the misery lord. Yeah, I mean, removed. He just blocked me on WhatsApp. That's literally all that happened. Because I questioned whether his content was award-winning content. He didn't like that. But, when you've got like fucking Z-list celebrities eating fucking deep fried Mars bar, it's good use of a studio, mate. You're a likeable character, boy. Say thank you, Gary, and thanks for your donation earlier as well. That was awfully kind, mate. It's been a revelation that tonight. I didn't even know it existed. Very kind of you, pal. That was a chance. Oh, fucking hell. Emerald abroad, boys, say, why don't you bounce these fannies? Well, I think if there's just a wee bit of harmless banter in there, Emerald abroad, I don't really mind. We've grown up with it. It's not that big a deal to me. Everyone who crosses the line, don't you worry. They've been getting cold, Emerald abroad. Don't you worry about that. Thank you for being on the Boise bus. But I mean, if we can't handle any sort of like give and take banter from the other side, then I think that's like living like with your hands over your ears and like going la 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 la. I'm not really like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind the to and fro as long as they play within the fucking rules. Come on. Attack, tried to whiz it across. Goalkeeper gathers it. Still 3 minutes left. Take it easy, Red Baron, mate. DB101. I'm not sure if that was the truth, but I probably got less slaggins than them. Bugsy comes in. Let's see how that Rangers team gets on this Sunday up in Dundee. That's what we all know really matters. I think we'll be clinging at that now, you know what I mean? And do you know what? Sometimes there will be other aspects of this that we're going to look at in post-match, right? I'm not going to just do a breakdown of the fucking game. We're going to look at the ramifications of the match. We're going to discuss, the bigger picture. We're going to discuss whether it be a blessing if we do rotate the team, as I've seen suggested in the comments as well. All of that at 10:15. If you want to join me on the Boise bus tonight and you're a Celtic fan, you know what I mean, then come on. I know Bruce FM's caught up working. He was meant to come on, and it's been a shite result, so it might not be the most inviting show to want to come on tonight, but we'll be all right. I will drive this bus to glory between 10:15 and 11 o'clock. Post-match pish. Brilliant name, eh? If anything. Wee Harley watching, she should be in bed, anything to keep her quiet. Oh, here's a break. Come on. Oh, Jota, the one guy you wanted on the ball there to get his final ball right, and he doesn't. Joe Curran, Boise were the best on the other pod. I don't mind this. It's turned into a Boise loving and hating the other pod. That's fine with me. Stop watching it. Totally changed after they won awards. Correct. That was the problem, Martin. You are spot on. Bob McBob, I'll leave the post-mortem to use. That'd be appreciated, mate. Paul Fleming, hail to you, mate. I mean, it's one of those nights. See, if we were going to have a night where we do utter dross, right, between now and the end of the season, what tournament would you have took it in? The Conference League, the Scottish Cup, or the League? So I think we could also, we wouldn't take it in the League. So then you're down to the Scottish Cup Conference League. Are we obsessed with trebles more than we are Europe? Could that be a talking point in post-match pish? Don't see any reason why not. 5 minutes are up. And I think that'll be full time. We will, though, as I say, be back just under 25 minutes. And we look forward to seeing as many of you back on the bus as possible. Huge thank you to everyone who's been watching the game. It does still seem to be going on, but I think Celtic could play for another 3 years and not get a second goal. Prove me wrong. Oh, one more attack. He just goes backwards for us these days. Too methodical here. You just need to dink the ball into the box, Celtic. The ref's almost giving them time to get the ball in the box. Put it in the box. Oh, fuck it. They're just passing it about. No wonder they're getting booed. What a touch! James Forrest with a brilliant touch to the box. They just couldn't get the shot away. And that is full time. 3-1. Yeah, we will be back for post-match push, but as Michael says, pish, pish, pish. That was. But I'm going to go grab something to eat. I will see you all at 10:15. All the regular viewers, if you want to join us on post-match push tonight, I'm sure there'll be some strong views. Feel free to drop me a wee DM on Twitter, RussellBoyce1, and I will get back to you. Take it easy, guys, and thank you to everyone for the donations and all that as well. Blown away by that generosity. Thank you very much. And I will see a lot of you in 20 minutes' time. See you later.